everyone, and welcome to another Marks and Crafts review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the third sister in the Quintessential Quintuplets Coreful line. I know that I did Itsuki last time, which was the fifth one, but I didn't get Miku or Yotsuba at that time of recording, but now I do have them, and so we'll be going back in order. So we'll be doing Miku today and Yotsuba another day. So anyway, even though it's out of sequence, this is the third sister in the lineup, which is Miku Nakano. Now, when I first started reading the manga, Miku was probably my favorite, but as it progressed, I definitely swapped sides more than once. But she always did stay as a standout sort of character, as someone who was consistent sort of throughout the series. But that also may have been a bad thing for her. But anyway, she did have a good design, she's a good character, and she makes a pretty damn good figure as well. So let's get right into it. So here's the Miku Nakano figure all set up. It just comes in two pieces, which is the figure and the base. And once again, Taito have done an amazing job at sculpting this figure. Now, it is another prize figure, so there are paint errors, which I will get into, but the general sculpt is just fantastic. They've really been nailing this entire line. And the renewal figures that they're doing, which with slightly altered poses or massively altered poses in the case of Ichika, look fantastic. You can see some nice ruffles in the jacket, how it's off to one side. It's got her headphones that's tied all her hair. There's the nice little thing that they always do with the Coreful's now, which is the clear gradation of the hair right at the end, which is really cool. And nice ruffles in the dress. They create cool natural shadows, and it's just a cute little pose. The headphones aren't the best detailed, but they get the job done, same as the jacket, but the general structure of the sculpt is pretty fantastic, and it's also kind of cute that it's at a bit of an angle. But get a bit of a closer look. Now, big pros of the figure, and again, another thing that is amazing with the Corefuls, they pretty much always nail the faces. Like, it's quite hard, I think, to capture the characters' faces correctly, but I feel like they nail it every single time, especially the eyes. There's just amazing detail in all of the quintuplets' eyes and expressions and the blush in their cheeks. It's just really, really good. And the cool little texturing on the outfits, because it makes it look like it's actually material. Or a material that is not plastic. But now that we have gotten closer, some of the errors become a lot more apparent. So there's a little paint error there. You can see the paint on the jacket is not the cleanest, which is pretty consistent in the line, unfortunately. Just a few little messy things, a little bit like the Itsuki, the paint didn't go on cleanly, so there's a few specks just sort of thrown about. There's a seam line through the hair, which doesn't matter. It's, again, not main viewing angle. But all of these things are pretty much easily forgiven, except for this one. So that's not a trick of the light on the stocking. That is just a massive paint error on her stocking. So yeah, it doesn't rub off or anything. It's sort of like a whitish thing. It just reflects really weirdly in the light. It is a fairly easy fix, but it would require the full stocking to be repainted to give it a consistent feel, which I might do, seeing as they are going to be doing a renewal version of Miku at some point, so I won't really worry about damaging this figure. So yeah, that's probably the only real con that I've had in this. Like, I've got, much like all the other Coreful quintuplets I've looked at, there's no real issue with the sculpt at all. It's just a thing that comes down to paint consistency. Again, the bases are quite nice. This one's got her name again and the number sister, which is cool. And the same love heart aesthetic and the color that she mainly represents, because all of the quintuplets represent a color, some more than others. But yeah, overall, really solid figure. Really like her. I know this is probably one of my shorter reviews, but that doesn't really matter because there's not a whole lot to say that hasn't been said. already. I could waffle on about the complexities of the quintuplet relationships and why I don't think Ichigo will ever get in, sort of thing. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. We're talking about this figure, and it's just a solid figure. There's nothing really crazy to say about it. I am glad that I've now completed this set, and you will see the completed set in the Yotsuba video. And I'm still undecided about the Quinties, if I want to continue the set, because I was pretty disappointed in the Ichigo, even though she did look good as a sculpt. It's just that the paintwork was too inconsistent for my liking, so I don't know if I'll continue that one. And as of recording this video, they've announced a new Ichiban Kuji set of all sort of traditional Japanese shrine or wedding dresses, and they looked really, really nice. So I might do that instead of the Quinties evening wear. So we'll see what happens. If you guys want to see all the Quinties evening wear thing, then I'm more than happy to do it. But just need to know if it'll work out. So yeah, pretty solid figure overall. I like it. It'll make a nice little addition to the collection. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'll see you all next time.